Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. It is Jess here, and today we are doing a review, unboxing / look at the Power Rangers Dino Fury Zord Link Mosa Razor Zord. And I did not order this off of Amazon or Entertainment Earth or anything. This and the Petri Zord, I think that's what you call it, that blue ice penguin Zord, were at my local Target, so I went ahead and I picked them up, and apparently they're popping up all over the place, so it seems like these Zords will be easier to get a hold of than the T-Rex Champion Zord and the other Zords were when they were first released. But anyways, let's go ahead. Let's get started. So right here, of course, you have the Power Rangers logo, Mosa Razor Zord, hasbro logo, a warning, choking hazards, Dino Fury logo, ages 4+. Right there it says morphs. This is number 4. And of course we have the illustration of the Zord and its Zord Link process thingy. The Power Ranger Legos, basically. And then right here, an illustration of it in its Mosa form. Another illustration. And of course, here we have the clear window packaging, which is I'm not a fan of. This is just something Hasbro's doing in general. They started doing it with Transformers, but I'm not a fan. But here's the figure. As you can see, right here in the window. Top, Power Rangers Dino Fury. Side of the box, we have the illustration of it in its Ultra Zord formation. This is Mosa Razor Zord. Turn it, number 4. Here we are in its battle formation, or robot form, or whatever you want to call it. I'm all over my words. Bottom of the box, back of the box, morphs, shows you the T-Rex, Mosa Razor Zord, the Petri Freeze Zord, there we go, and it shows you the combinations. So the Primal Ultra Zord, the Petri Rex Zord, and then there's this formation. And then an illustration comes the key unlock sounds for the Dino Knight Morpher, and then more illustrations of the figure. So let's open this bad boy up. This is exciting. Okay, here we have the instruction booklet. Okay, for anyone wondering, here's the Gold Ranger key. Is that what they're called? I already forgot what they're called. I want to say they're Ranger keys, but they're not Ranger keys, or are they? I forgot what they're called. But anyways, here's the one that comes with the standard basic figure. And then, of course, here's the one that comes with the actual Zord. And, of course, this is a lot better. And then this does have articulation because it's on the actual ballpoint, so it does move around. And then on the back, it does have detailing for a knight. And, of course, this part does pop off. And you can see the little gold knight in there. So yeah, for those of you wondering. And here we have the Mosa Razor Zord out of the box. As you can see, it's a fairly easy transformation. He's basically just laying down, chest first, with his feet together, and then you put the tail at the end there, and then you take off his hands, which are these little omninite creatures. They're pretty much like little auxiliary Zords. Check out some of the detailing up close. Here we have the Mosa Razor Zord with the T-Rex Champion Zord. Good size comparison. I'll say this, that this Zord feels a little bit heavier than the T-Rex Champion Zord. This had some heft to it. It's probably because of the cheaper plastics that they use, but it doesn't feel super cheap. But this feels like a good bit heftier, which is good. Which I'm guessing this should be more durable. And the tail just pops off. But yeah, obviously a lot longer and a little bit heavier. Here we have this bad boy in his battle mode, or champion mode, or Megazord mode. I'll just call it Megazord mode. I think they did an astounding job on the mold. Yes, it could use some paint, but if you really wanted to, you could, if you're an adult collector, kids won't really care that much. This is close enough for it to look like what it's supposed to be from the show. So that's what matters. This is very suit accurate to the way the suit looks like on the show. It's a better representation than the Bandai one, which is kind of rare, but that's where we're going these days. He feels nice and sturdy. This doesn't feel cheap. This feels like a little bit heavier. If anything, this feels more well made than the T-Rex Champion Zord. But yes, it can use some paint apps. But you can always do the paint yourself. If you're an adult collector, you know, you could always just go buy some paints and some Sharpies and shade in, you know, the parts of the machinery that you want to. It's not that hard. But for a kid, this is wildly awesome. This feels like a kid won't break it. For articulation on this guy, he can kick that far up, kick that far back, that far up, that far back. Leg right here, does have a joint right there. It can move like that. Same thing with this side, it can move like that. You do have this knee joint. Really hard and stiff on mine. Knee joint right there. Really stiff on this side. Oh my God. Really stiff. And then of course the ankles are on a ball joint, so it can move around just like that. Full 360. Ankle can move around just like that. Full 360. Right here, there's no waist swivel, so you got no ab crunch. I was gonna say you can do the splits, but if you go too far, he will literally split in half. and anyways, that's as far as you'll get trying to do the splits anyways. Ugh. Nothing to see here, just a grown man playing with his toys. For the joints right here, there's no bicep swivel, so this will not do a full 360 like it would on the T-Rex Zord. I believe the T-Rex Champion Zord had that. This doesn't, but you can still bend at the elbow. Actually, I stand corrected. While it doesn't have the joint right here to swivel the bicep, you could still swivel right here at the elbow. You could still make it go full 360. And then it'll bend at the elbow, of course. Nothing at the wrist because this comes off, of course. The arm can do full 360 like that. The shoulder will come off. Shoulder will come off if you put too much force, which kind of sucks, but it doesn't go too far up. That's as far as up as it'll go, and it's like that on both sides. And then of course for the head, that's all you're getting because of the way the robot's designed. And for a size comparison, here we have the Mosa Razor Zord in its Megazord mode or battle mode next to the T-Rex Champion Zord in its battle mode or Megazord, whatever we call it. We're just calling battle modes. My brain's all over the place. Please excuse me. But as you can see, he's just a little bit taller. He's just a little bit wider, but they're pretty comparable to each other as far as size goes. Okay, so my final conclusions is Hasbro, as far as the Power Rangers stuff that they're putting out with the Zord / Mecha, I think Hasbro continues to impress. It feels like the quality of the Zords has gone up more and more. The quality, from what I've seen, going from Beast Morphers to the first set of Zords when they did the Hasbro Classic Power Rangers Zords, to the T-Rex Champion Zords, to this Zord, there's like an evolution. Like, this feels a lot more durable than the T-Rex Champion Zord, a lot more durable than the Beast Morpher Zords, a lot more durable and a lot more quality feeling than the Dino Megazord that Hasbro put out. Like I said, the only thing lacking is Paint App. I picked this up. The value is $30. They're hitting Target, and I'm pretty sure they're going to start popping up everywhere else. But for $30, this is very good. This is actually well worth the money. Like I said, this feels a lot more durable than the T-Rex Champion Zord. The plastic feels like a more expensive plastic, a more durable plastic. He feels heavier than the T-Rex Champion Zord by a little bit. He's not as articulated as the T-Rex Champion Zord, but I'm pretty sure he's more articulated than the Bandai original version of this same mecha. But, you know, overall, great articulation, lacks paint apps. Can't go wrong with this. Stay tuned. I will be doing the next Zord, which is the little freeze Zord, the little penguin Zord, or what have you. But anyways, guys, if you see this, pick it up. He is well worth it. I don't regret picking this up. He's great. He's awesome. And at the end of the day, he's going to look really good when you do the Ultra Zord mode. And I can't wait till we get to that. So stay tuned, because I'll be doing the next Zord, and then we will be completing the Ultra Zord, which is super exciting. But yeah, guys, do me a huge solid. No matter what time of day, no matter where you are in life, please smile. I know it could be hard, but smile. All we can do is smile in this life. But hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in another video down the road.